Hi, welcome to the Lohnourpod episode number 2. My name is Samar Srivastav and I am going to be the host of this podcast. I am, apart from being an agentic AI trainer, also employed as a part time soft skills trainer at a non-profit organization. Yesterday at night, I received a call from one of my students from one of the batches, and the guy was really worried. I could sense in his voice that he was extremely stressed, kind of scared, nervous, anxious, and whatnot. And he told me, "Sir, I want to share something with you. I have a huge problem bothering me, and it is really bothering me. I want to share that with you." I said, "Yes, of course. Please share. Go ahead and share with me." He said, "Sir, right now I am attending these sessions. I'm attending soft skill sessions, and I'm also attending these Java sessions. And I am also preparing for an exam. And this is what was bothering him the most. He had got a back in one of his college exams, and he had recently passed from his college, an engineering graduate, but the subject is still remaining as a backlog. It is not completed yet. The biggest concern for him was, should he even try to get a job? Because if he has a backlog, will he get a job or not? I want to tell you guys, if anyone is going through a similar problem, it is totally fine to have failed in your life. Right now, our country, India, is going through a huge protest by students. And it is very sad to say that 21 students have ended their lives because they failed in exams or whatever happened because of paper leaks. This is a failure of us as a society, that we give so much importance to exams that failing at one makes us believe that we have failed at lives, that we are not even worthy of anything. You know how I responded to that boy's questions, to his anxiety? I told him my story. I had prepared for IIT JEE after 12th. I took a drop year, and I got better marks than previous year, but still couldn't get into an IIT. Then I went to a college in Pune, away from my city, from Indore. Stayed there and actually dropped out. So after going to an IIT coaching, JEE coaching for 2 years, then for another year, for 1 year in the drop year, I went to an engineering college. And what did I do? I dropped out. Now, how did I drop out? That's a story for another time. And after that, I got into Indira Gandhi National Open University just for the sake of getting a degree, right? And BCA is supposed to be a 3 year course. Even in IGNOU, you are supposed to complete that degree in 3 years. I told that guy that, dude, you know, here I am, your trainer. I completed my 3 year BCA degree in 5 years. Yes, that's right. I am a huge failure. I have been a huge failure in the past, and I'm still struggling, man. I still haven't reached a point where I would like to be in life. I'm still a I don't like to say I am a failure, because it trains our psyche to believe ourselves to be a failure when it is not true. You just haven't reached a point where you want to be yet, yet being with huge emphasis. So coming back to the point, if you have a backlog in your career, does that diminish your chances of getting a job entirely altogether? No, people, not at all. Even if you have failed for 2 years straight in your engineering or in any other degree, the point you decide to move forward in your career, in your life, that point you can start putting in efforts and you can still succeed. So that guy had some subject, and he was really worried that would companies not accept me. Now, here's the reality, here's the truth. Many companies do reject you because of you having a backlog. or because of you not having a certain CGPA, the threshold CGPA for them. You are intelligent people, you have been through all that college life. You know many companies require a minimum of 8 CGPA or 7 CGPA even for you to sit in their placement drive. That's fine. Does that mean that no company in the world will give you a job? No, that's not true. You know, in the biggest companies of the world, like Google, Meta, Amazon, IBM, and whatever your biggest dream companies are, from 5 to 15% employees are who have never even gone to a college. Yes, that's right. 5 to 15% employees of these big companies have never even gone to a college. Many of them haven't even completed their high school, and yet they are hired by the biggest organizations of the world. Why? Because what matters is not whether you have a fancy degree or not, whether you have completed all of your subjects with 100 marks or not. What matters is what skills do you have and what value can you provide to a company as an employee. And this is the biggest problem with our entire generation and the entire society in general, right? We have this mindset and we are almost trained to have this mindset. We are never told the reality of how things work. I call this mindset a job beggar mindset, because it starts with what do you want? What do you want? You want a job. And you keep going company to company begging for a job, that I have completed my degree and now you give me a job. Well, that's not how things work. You, as a person, have to provide some value to the company, in exchange of which the company will pay you the salary. That's exactly how the entire world, the entire economy works, right? If you know about barter system, right? That's how economy started. You gave some value, maybe in form of some wheat or rice or pulses or boots or meat, whatever, and in exchange of that you got some another item of similar value, of equivalent value. Now that method of exchanging value got standardized into metal coins at first. So bronze, gold, iron, coins were made from these metals and certain values were assigned to these, and that's how currency came into existence. Later it got into written notes by the kings and whoever the ruling party was. I am not getting the right word for ruling something. That's the point. So coming back to the point, if you have failed at any subject, at many subjects, it does not define your future. It is completely okay to have failed at something. You can still build a good future, a good career, and you can still get a job. And the only path to that is growing yourself into a person who can provide value. Because a person who has some value to offer to a company, that person is employable, and an employable person will be hired. It's not a question of whether he will be hired or not. Okay, so there is something wrong with my ring light. Okay. Okay, yes, coming back to the point. You will be hired even if you have failed at many subjects. So please, guys, don't worry. I know how it feels when I was studying BCA from Indira Gandhi National Open University. I had failed in same subject multiple times, and I know the kind of fear that sits in your heart, the kind of anxiety you get just by hearing the name of that subject. So I can understand that. And mind you, I am not as dumb, right? I could, by the after the first year, after enrolling into IGNO, or maybe after the end of second year, I could barehandedly program an entire website building the entire logic myself that even 1 year experienced developer could not. But I still couldn't pass that one subject, assembly and something. It was a combination of multiple subjects, two subjects, assembly and something with that, micro architecture or something like that. And oh my god, it used to scare the shit out of me. Anyway, coming back to the point, it's totally fine to have failed. You can still get a job. Just start building your skills, start applying, start building your technical as well as soft skills, start applying to companies, and you will get a job. More on this in later podcasts. Right now, I just wanted to address this issue. That's me, Samarpit Srivastav. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.